Hello there and welcome. My name's Gail Porter and you're watching Careers TV, our sneak peek into Britain's 21st century job market. Over the next half an hour, we'll be concentrating on careers in the health and fitness sector. Now, it may not surprise some, but in 2007, international financial magazine Forbes published a list of the world's fattest nations, and the United Kingdom came 28th out of the 194 countries surveyed. Not so bad, I hear you say, but when you find out that 63.8% of the adult population from ages 15 and upwards is classified as overweight, and that Britain is the most obese nation in the European Union, then that puts a slightly different slant on things. 1 in 3 children in the UK are now overweight, and obesity is of such epic proportions, no pun intended, that in 2008 the city of Rotherham even forked out £3 million to tackle the growing problem. Again, no slight intended. So with Britain in worse shape than it's been in its history thanks to high-calorie diets and an increasingly sedentary lifestyle, time for lifestyle alterations and better awareness of health and fitness issues is upon us. So with the ambition of the average Briton to be promoted laterally, why should anyone want work in the health and fitness sector?
I would definitely say what a fantastic industry to work in. There's so many opportunities. You can start from wherever you like on the scale and work yourself up. The more experience you get, the better you'll be, and you can just aspire to be better and better and work your way to the top.
I think working in the health and fitness industry is a good option mainly because of the lifestyle that you lead. If you're not looking for an office job, then that's the best way to just get out there. You wake up every morning knowing you're not going to be sitting around all day, you're going to be nice and active, and for me that's a big plus of working in that kind of industry.
The health and fitness industry as a whole is extremely fast-paced, it's very exciting, there are always new challenges available to you, there are always different avenues to go down, and anybody looking for a new career or a new industry would be, you know, they'd be daft not to come and look at this industry, because if you have a passion for fitness, for training, for helping people even, for therapy, hands-on work, you know, it encompasses all aspects of that industry, you know, of all those things available to you. And like I say, you really will be happy doing it. It's a fantastic industry to work in.
Get into a career of fitness. I think within the UK there is a widely documented and known fact that obesity levels are at an all-time high, particularly within children. There's a need to improve the general fitness and outlook towards sports.
A career in the health and fitness industry, especially the sporting field, is very flexible. That's one of the main benefits of this industry. You've got the ability to work within the office, just doing general admin. You might be going out doing meetings with new partners and new business contacts. And then again, you've got your coaching option there to be out in the field coaching kids in the sunshine. So it's great options there.
The people you work with tend to be more outgoing, good fun to be with. Obviously the people that you work with or the people you're delivering to, they want to be there most of the time, and you know, they're obviously keen to learn and be involved. So just the whole sector is just really exciting to work in, because everyone wants to be there, everyone wants to have fun as well.
On a personal level, for a coach, it gives somebody a valuable and rewarding career, that they have an opportunity to make a real difference in the lives of, particularly in our case, children.
One of the most important parts of any job is the training you receive once you've joined the organisation. Now, if you're a fitness coach, then training is something that you're well acquainted with anyway, so a little bit more won't go amiss.
Training of our staff is vital. The experience of our members is driven around or is driven by that training of those people. We have an in-house training team here in the UK which is totally focused on that. We have in-house training programs, and we'll use third parties as well. On a global basis, we've just launched our Barcelona Business School, where we are sending people from around the world to join and to come to this session. They will spend a week together in Barcelona following various programs which we've developed. So, from training in club all the way up to our Barcelona Business School, we are totally committed to the training of our people.
The first 6 months is really focuses on their own personal development. So it would begin with an initial training course whereby we go through absolutely every element of that's required within the business process. So training them how to be able to coach the children through to being able to do some basic administration, how to go about attracting children and marketing the business as well. So they would then begin that process of within their own communities attracting children to come along to classes, building it to a point where they are then able to make a good living and income out of it.
All of our coaches go through a training program which will see them pick up qualifications that they haven't got in fields that they need to get. If they're going out into a primary school, they need to be able to deliver across the board, not just one sport. So we try to ensure that they've built up their sports qualification profile. We'll also throw them out there with gaining experience with the senior members of staff so they can see how things operate and how we need to demonstrate our ability to deliver high quality sports provision.
The training within the company is very smooth. It just basically teaches you day-to-day life. The training is just really role-playing, just to keep you active. It's just really updating you on the products they have on a day-to-day basis. The training has been great.
We started off with a very intensive training course. It was quite an experience, actually. I started off thinking, you know, this is something I want to do, but I wasn't sure if I could do it. And yet, by the end of the week, after all the training, even though it was so intense and pretty exhausting, I realised, yes, I am going to be able to do this and I'm going to enjoy it.
In any profession, it's the personal attributes you bring to the floor that count. And no, we're not talking bicep, thigh and chest measurements, we're talking skills and individual qualities. So what kind of things are employers in the health and fitness industry looking for?
I feel that the essential qualities for someone entering into the industry or progressing their career within the industry is essentially their own personality and character, their own performance, how they project their own personality and their behaviour. I think that 80%, and it's just my personal opinion, 80% of the success of working within our industry, which is a people industry, it is a service industry, it is a people skill industry, is all about personality.
What I'm looking for is really one main thing, and that is the person's ability to be able to communicate with children. And what I mean by that is their ability to interact with children, be able to recognize their wants and needs, be able to communicate at their level and come down to their level. I think if they have that, which is a talent, then everything else can be taught afterwards.
I think you have to be able to empathise, you have to be able to understand what your client's going through. You also have to be very, very inspirational and motivational. Goes without saying, you have to have the knowledge and the skills in your industry. You have to have the expertise to offer what you're going to give them, the service that you're going to give them. And you have to offer a service that's absolutely priceless, definitely.
The key skills that you need to be successful in the health and fitness and the sports industry is really being able to relate to people on different levels. So one day I might be dealing with small children, 4 and 5 year old children, and helping them get something out of the session and getting down to their level. Other days I'm speaking to schools and to parents, so you need to be able to be professional. And other days I'm speaking to directors of corporate companies, so you need to be able to relate to different people at different levels.
There's no one particular quality that I think you really need to have to become a personal trainer or a therapist. It's all about personality, definitely. You know, you've got to have the ability to sell yourself a little bit and have confidence in your own abilities. I wouldn't rule anybody out of actually having a go at becoming a personal trainer, because what I tend to find teaching large groups is that you have certain students who you might not initially think have the confidence or the communication skills to do well in a career like this, but they really come out of themselves as soon as they start to sort of find their feet a little bit. So I wouldn't rule anybody out. I wouldn't say that there was one particular quality that you need to have. Definitely be passionate for the industry. You've got to have that passion and that drive. You know, it's long hours, or it can be long hours. But again, if those long hours don't matter when you really love what you do.